Oh, you know Gideon. Jesus, was he black? Or maybe Gideon's not available
No,
right now.
I'm back.
Yeah. Would you say Jesus was black?
Yes.
So that would mean that the inhabitants of Canaan were black during his lifetime, right?
Yeah, the Canaanites were definitely I mean, so it's like they were black in their origins, but they were like different people groups. But yeah,
Mhm. But I'm not, once again, when you say back then or at the beginning or originally or at the origin, it's very loose. It's not precise at all because it could be 20 million years ago or 50,000 years ago. But the first century inhabitants of Canaan, would you say they were black?
I mean, it's even argument to be made that for the first ones of affected black, 'cause they could have been black as well. I think they was more
All right.
like different, but yeah,
Okay. So basically, you think they were not black, right?
yeah. Uh,
Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. I think my mic is not. My headset's not working. I think so. I don't hear any sound. Test. Okay, the test is working, and I have the level. Are you still there, Gideon?
yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm sorry. My daughter just she pressed the thing on my headset, so I couldn't hear your response. So you're saying that the inhabitants of Canaan in the first century were not black. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the first inhabitants of Canaan, yeah, Canaan, were so-called black people.
No, no, not the first one. In the first century. In the first century. In
Well,
the year
by then
one, the year two.
it was all type of people in there.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
talking about the Canaan, the Canaanites
in
themselves, the
Canaan, yeah,
Canaanites.
in Canaan, yeah,
So the indigenous inhabitants of Canaan in the first century, the year two, the year five, the year 10, you're saying they were black, right?
year 5, year 10. What you mean by that?
Well, because when I say the first century, you seem to, I'm
Yeah,
not sure if you
like by
understand
the
what I mean.
first century, the Canaanite people were definitely mixed. You can even classify some of them as what we would call white people.
Well, that's interesting because, first you're saying they were black, what I'm saying? Then
The
you
first
don't sound
century
so sure.
AD, bro,
Then,
like
then you're saying they are mixed. Then
the
you said there
first
was some
century
white
AD,
people too.
you had 2,000 years at least done passed by that time
2,000 years from what?
from the beginning of written history. So I'm saying in the beginning of written history, those people were what we would call black. Now
All right.
once you get a millennia or two after that, it becomes an amalgamation of different people, bro. That's just only evident, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't be understanding what you guys be saying most of the time.
So well, no, but that's funny to me. So that would mean that it's the same for people in Iran. The way they look like, that's not the way they look like before. And
No,
I guess we can say the same for people in France, in Russia as well. Maybe
wait,
they were black.
hold on.
Yeah.
Right. Now you're mixing different histories though.
Okay.
So can you say
Okay.
that for the people in Egypt? Watch this.
The people in Egypt, we have the depiction. It's not even a matter of debate or argument. We have their depiction. We have their paintings. We have their statues. So it's clear and obvious.
Right. So you can't say that for the people in Egypt, right?
You can't say what.
That they were white people. Because the present people there now are what we call white people. So you
Yeah,
can't
could
say
be,
that for
could be,
Egypt,
and
right?
and we
Based
and
on the evidence.
we
So what I'm
know
saying, based on the evidence, you can't say the Israelite people are not a black people. I'm speaking about the Israelite
but
people.
what
They
evidence?
don't come into history.
What
They
evidence are you
don't come
talking?
into history
What
until
evidence?
1000 BC, pretty
What
much.
but what
So those are
evidence?
the people I'm talking about.
But what evidence are you talking about? What makes you say they were black?
All the evidence.
What evidence?
Right. All the evidence.
You say it
Depiction,
was. Oh,
depiction, descriptions,
we went through the
all of that.
depiction. So you're saying there's the
No,
depiction, this.
you went through Assyrian
No,
depiction.
no. I showed you Jehu, the king of Israel, and once again in the video, White
No,
Semis Black
that
Awakening.
was
You
not
have
J.
all the depictions, but that's fine. That's fine. We're not going to reinvent the wheel with that. Now, you said depictions, descriptions. Do we have descriptions of Jesus as black? Do we have this descriptions of a black Jesus?
Yes.
Be my guest. Let me know. I'm not aware of that. Can you tell me what the reference?
Biblically and extra biblically.
Okay,
Like,
well,
yeah.
biblically that's theology, but you're probably referring to the text in Apocalypse where it says that he has woolly hair, he had hair like wool, and that his feet were like burnt brass. But he also says that his hair and his head were white as snow. If you're white as snow, if your head and hair is white as snow, you will not be black. That's impossible.
Your head, meaning the hair on your head and the hairs on his skin were white as snow. So
You said that.
are you saying are you saying Jesus has bronze feet and a white head, white skin color head? No, that don't make sense. As I say, like a lot of like your doctrine, your understanding is full of gaslights. Like it's you
Okay,
just
okay,
gaslight people.
you're saying that
But when
someone
you
that
sit
has
down,
okay,
and you
no,
think
that's
about it,
no,
and
but
you
I've thought about it
logically
too. I've thought
apply
about
the
it.
text,
You're
you see
telling the
like
people,
it doesn't make any sense
yeah,
when you have the position.
yeah,
Because
but
your position have
no, hold on.
black foot
Let's
Jesus with a white head, which
okay,
don't make any sense.
so burnt brass means blackfoot to you, fine. So
Right.
someone with a head white as snow is black, and that makes sense to you.
No, his head, meaning the hair on his head
No, no,
and
no,
the
no, no,
hair
no, 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 no,
on
no,
his
no. Okay, let
skin,
me. No.
hair
He
on his
says,
body
he says
was
his
white
head
and
and
his hair.
hair were
Right.
white.
That's what I'm
That's
saying. Shaka,
yeah,
describe it to me then. Describe it to me. That's what
but
I'm asking.
oh, oh,
Describe
okay,
that
okay.
that
Revelation,
describe that to
Revelation,
no, I
chapter.
know. So are you saying
Can I just for
listen,
the people,
listen, listen.
just for the people.
Are
If
you
can you
saying
can I read
he
just
has a
one?
white head? Are, so are you saying he has a European head and African feet? That's what you're saying.
well, who said he had African feet?
Well, break it down. Break it down to me then, from your
Okay.
understanding. What is it saying?
Rev for the record, Revelation chapter 1, verse 14 to 16. That's the King James version. So verse 14, it says his head and his hair were white like wool. And I'm sorry, were white like wool, as white as snow. Okay, there it is. So to you, it makes sense that someone has a head white as snow and he's black.
Okay, so you're saying that's a white person.
I'm saying that this is not a description
Okay,
of a
I'm
black
wrong.
person.
I'm
Ab-
okay. I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
okay,
All right. So
okay.
now, teach me what is it saying? You're saying that's a white person.
I don't mean to teach you because when I
No,
ask you,
I'm saying
no,
break it
no,
down. Yeah,
hold on.
no,
This
you're
is what
definitely
happened.
trying to teach. So
You
teach me what
said,
is that? What is your understanding from
I
it?
don't need to teach you English. You understand English. White as snow, everybody understands that because you said we have biblical and extra biblical. So I want you to first deal with the biblical, and I dealt with that, and we are not in agreement. It's obvious. Now, extra
Right.
biblical.
So
Can
I'm
you
wrong. I give you that. So tell me what is that description visually looking like? He's
we will
white,
not
right?
we will not
That's what you're
agree.
saying, right? He's
You
white,
want me
right?
to break down the English language? We will
I'm
not
about to
agree.
go, bro, because you can't even answer. Like,
Well,
there's only so many
if you're
questions that you
frustrated,
can't answer. When I'm just gonna leave,
if you're
you can't
frustrated,
answer a simple question.
yeah,
This
but
is
you
the
have
second
the right
time.
to leave. It's fine. I understand where you're coming from. You are conflicted. It's very
Shocking,
difficult. It's a very hard
shocking,
pill for you to swallow when we read
shocking.
the
Are you
Bible,
with
the
me?
book that
Are
you
you with
believe
me?
in.
Shocking. Are you
Yeah,
with me?
I'm with you, brother.
Okay. So are you saying that the description is saying he's white? Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying for sure is that he's not the description of a black man because you said that we
Okay.
have description
Okay.
of Jesus as
Okay.
a black man. All right.
Okay.
And I
Are you
will
a
say
grown person? Are you grown?
you don't need to ask me the obvious, brother. You don't need to
All
ask me
right.
the obvious.
So if
But
you are grown, you're telling me what it's not. So tell me what it is. You're saying is that that's a white person, right? So explain to me the feet of bronze. Explain that to me,
what is the color?
because
What is the color of
obviously
bronze?
I'm
Just for the
I'm
record,
wrong.
just for the record, what is the color of
I,
bronze? And
obviously I'm wrong.
actually,
So tell me
it's
the
not
whole
bronze.
description
It's
of
brother. It's not
scripture,
bronze.
of that
It's not
text.
bronze. It's brass.
Okay, so
Okay,
teach me the whole
okay,
understanding
okay,
of that.
okay.
Go
Ju-
ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna mute out.
Okay. No, but what is the color of brass, brother? What is the color of brass, brother? I know you here. Don't be afraid to answer, brother. What is the color of
I'm
brass?
waiting for you to tell me what the color of brass is. Like I think
So
the
so
sky is
so
blue. I think the sky blue. But
yeah,
I mean,
no,
go
but
ahead. So tell me
just
what is the color of burnt brass. Go ahead.
well, brass. As I look at it, it's like yellowish, golden like color. So if somebody has a yellowish color, that
So
will not be
according
black.
to you,
Just for
the
the record,
white man you talking about is golden. That's what you're saying. Go ahead, man.
I just said yellowish is not black. That's all I've said.
I
So
fucking
now
God.
we have established that we don't agree with the biblical description of Jesus as black. Now, extra biblical, can you tell me what the descriptions are of Jesus Christ as a black man?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, it's been nice. Now, if you ever want to debate something like this, long as you got a moderator, I debate you wherever, man. But just to keep going back and forth with you,
I will
and
only
like this
debate
is
somebody
like
that's not
the second and third
unidentified
time,
and anonymous.
like your argument is
But
like not just making like
you have the
I'm
right.
quite sure you're a smart brother, bro. I
You
mean,
have the right. You have the right to
but
reject
it's
my
not
arguments.
making
It's
any
fine.
sense to me, bro. So
Well,
unless we debate
what
it, bro, and
to you
I mean,
a
like
black man with the
I don't
white hair
understand.
as snow, that makes sense to you. So that's where we differ, and that's fine. You have the right to disagree with me. But the funny thing is that once again, you claim something, and when I ask you to show and prove to back it up, you're not. You're about to bounce. People accuse Chris of running, but it sounds to me that's what you're doing. You know, it's
But
not.
see,
It's
that's
not.
the problem. Just like we had evidence of Chris running, it's evidence of what I'm saying. And
It's
I'm
evidence.
asking you to show
It's
evidence of what you're saying, but
it's
you
evident
can't.
that you're running
But
as
you
well.
still say,
You're running. You
like,
said you have extra biblical
MVP
evidence,
out
a
here winning.
description.
Like,
You
you
said it
literally just
yourself.
seen that
That's
dude
not.
run from a debate, bro. You
That's
seen him blame it on money, the rain, his personal, like, and you still, like, don't understand, like, he just didn't have the information to back up the bullshit he's saying. Just like you don't have information to back up the bullshit you saying, bro. I
okay. So
understand. You
we
hate
also.
God. I understand that, bro.
Who
But
told
you
you?
can't make
Come on, but
sense while
bro,
doing that. That's
you don't
all
even
I'm saying.
need to go there because you're labeling both our information, Chris's and my information as
It's
BS.
pseudo.
And okay, no, fine. That's your stance.
The
That's your
most vague
prerogative.
pseudo. That's what that
Okay,
is.
well, but so far you're the only one who don't back up what you're saying. You're the only one who do show and prove,
Bro,
and
I've
you're ready
been
to
asked
run.
you
You
to
no,
continue
yes,
in your
you
methodology
see the
and
difference.
show me what you
You
call a white person looking like an Assyrian.
You see the
That's
difference is that
simple.
listen,
But
the
I mean,
difference.
for the person that's out here buying sovereign packages and paying con all this to mentor them and all that, I can see how they would believe the bullshit that you believe. I can understand that.
You're talking about
It's
the
people
moles,
out there that's
brother,
like that.
brother. You're talking about the moles. That's nothing to do with me.
Right.
But you see, the things that you're asking me to demonstrate something that came out
Like,
of your head.
I
I'm
understand. Like,
asking.
y'all
Hold on,
believe
bro. Let me
anything, man.
just say that, please. I'm asking you to show and prove what you've said. You said out of your own mouth that you have actual biblical description of Jesus as a black man. And as soon as I ask you, then you're running. And now, besides saying that my information and Chris information is BS, you even said I hate God. Do you see how far you're going? What does it have to do with hating God? So, in your opinion, if I don't believe in the Bible, it means I hate God. Do you think that's logical right now? I mean, does that really make sense to you? That I hate God because I don't believe in the Bible? or let alone we haven't even discussed that. Just because I don't believe that Jesus was black, that means I hate God. So we have all the scholars in the world who don't believe that Jesus was black, you know, like Geno Jennings, for example. It means he hates God. So we have a pastor, Pastor Geno Jennings, and if we use your logic, then the conclusion is that Pastor Geno Jennings hates God. You know, at least if you were to keep it fair, you would admit that what you stated is very very inaccurate. Is very inaccurate. You don't even need to go there because you sound like a zealot. I have to go. I must be eliminated because I hate God. It's a strong charge you made against me. Well, he bounced. There it is. So he ran the same thing they accused Brother Chris of doing, you know, but it's all good.